Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a favorites video. So I know I did not film anything in the month of October except for today. Today's the 29th, so this should be going up either tomorrow or Wednesday. But anyway, I did not film anything in the month of October and I apologize for that. It's just been a really busy month. A lot of things going on. I touched on it on my Instagram story, so if you're not following me on Instagram, I'll have it linked down below and it's at AGH_makeup. So I had a lot going on and I've still been trying makeup even though I've not been filming it. I've been trying actually a lot of drugstore products, so I'm really excited to share these products with you guys today and show you what I've been loving over the last couple of months. So if you want to see the products I've been loving over the last couple of months, then let's just go ahead and get on into it. So I actually wanted to start off with one product that is not makeup. It's actually home related, and it is finally fall weather here in Alabama and I'm so excited. It's actually a little bit warmer today. It's still a lot more cool than it has been. So it is finally fall weather and I have put out all my fall stuff. I have been just really enjoying the weather outside, and I love candles during the fall and the winter time. Spring and summer I really don't burn anything in the house unless I just want to, but it's not really a big deal to me. But when it becomes fall time, I don't know what happens, but I just really like burning candles. So I heard about this brand from Nicole Cutler on YouTube, and she had went to TJ Maxx and found these candles. So I went to my local TJ Maxx and I found this candle right here. This is the DW Home Toffee Pumpkin Candle. And this candle smells amazing. See, I've already been burning it. It's not halfway gone yet. It's probably about a quarter of the way gone. But this smells so wonderful. It smells like, it definitely has the toffee smell more than it does the pumpkin smell. I don't like it to be like overly powerful pumpkin because that's just not my absolute favorite. I like the more sweet smells, and this candle right here was only $7 at TJ Maxx, and this candle smells up your house even if it's not lit. And I know that the DW Home candles are a really good brand and you can find them at TJ Maxx, but this one was the last one left in this scent and I absolutely love it. It smells so good. I honestly don't know how much these retail for originally. I'll have it somewhere on the screen how much the original price of these are. But if you find a DW Home candle in your local TJ Maxx, I would really suggest smelling it and seeing if you like it, because this I've had for about a month now and it has burned a really long time and it just makes your house smell so good. And like I said, it smells up your house even if you are not lighting it every single day. I came in today and it hadn't been lit all weekend and I could smell it right when I walked in. I absolutely love this candle so much, and I will definitely be looking for more DW Home candles when I go to TJ Maxx. So I'm kind of going to go in order of how I put my makeup on to show you guys these favorites. But I have two primers from Becca that I have been really loving this month. I only have 4 high-end products this month that I was loving, and these are 2 of them. So the first one I have is the Becca First Light Priming Filter, and this is just the sample size. This retails for $18, I believe. I ordered some things from Ulta that are going to be in this video, but I ordered some things, and this was actually a sample that came with it, and I thought that this was a really generous, nice size sample. It's almost gone. I still have some left in it, but I'd never tried a Becca primer before, and I really haven't ever tried anything from Becca except for the Aqua Luminous foundation that I love. So I got this, and this is awesome. It doesn't overly moisturize your face, but it just gets your face really primed and ready for foundation to go over top. It makes your skin feel really hydrated, but not overly hydrated to where you feel like your makeup's gonna slip off during the day. I love this. It smells like lavender and it just works really well. I can't really explain how it makes my makeup feel, but the foundation that I have on today, which is going to be one that I'm going to mention, and I also have this on today, they pair together so nicely because the foundation is more of a mattifying foundation. I just love this primer so much to go in it, and I actually want to purchase a full size of it when I run out. I'm just going to wait and purchase the full size at another time because I still have some stuff that I'm trying out. But I absolutely love this, and I would really recommend it if you have like dry to normal skin. So the next one I have is also from Becca, and I also found this at TJ Maxx for $12, I think, or maybe $9. This is the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer Perfecting Base, and this is actually like a salmon color. And I did not think I was gonna like this when I first like pumped it out on my hand, because it was really mattifying on my hand, but it felt so nice on my hand that it was just really soft. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm so glad that I did. I use this in my T-zone when I'm wearing a more luminous foundation, because it helps the luminous foundation to just stay on my face better. I have a lot of foundations that are more of a luminous wet feel, and they tend to just like come straight off on my hands when I use them. But I use this in my T-zone, and it just makes your makeup look great. It works so well at keeping your face more matte than it already is. If you have oily skin, I would recommend this, but I think if you have like super oily skin, it wouldn't be fantastic. I think if you have dry skin, this is still a pretty good primer for you to use. I wouldn't be scared of using it, but it's just really good, and I would highly recommend it. The next thing I have is a couple of applicators to put on foundation with, and they're both from Morphe. This is my Morphe Y6 brush. You guys saw this in the first fall makeup tutorial, but I have been putting on my foundation with a brush a good bit this month, and which really surprises me because I usually use a sponge. But my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation I always blend out with a brush, and also the foundation I'm going to mention in this video I have been blending out with a brush just to get a little bit more coverage out of it, and I absolutely love it. So a brush for the win this month for foundation. But this next tool that I have from Morphe is their blending sponge, and I think this is called their Conceal and Contour Sponge, something like that. But I love this sponge. It is super soft. It's still a little bit wet. It's more dense than like a beauty blender or like my Flower Beauty sponge that I really like. But it has these two sides that are kind of angled, and I use these, one side for foundation and one side for powder, and it just comes in really handy when doing your makeup. I still blend out my concealer and most foundations with a sponge, and it just works out really easily with this, and this is only $7. So I would recommend this sponge. I know that some of you are probably not going to like it if it's a little bit too firm for you, but I really like it, and I would definitely repurchase it. I've also found that this sponge does not soak up as much product as a normal sponge, and I think it has to do some with the density of the sponge. Just the way that it picks up the product and blends it out is just absolutely beautiful. Just the way it blends out product is just super nice, and I really like it, and I will repurchase this. Okay, so the next two products actually came as a big surprise that I liked them as much as I do. So these are the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. And I actually have the foundation, and I have the Conceal and Define concealer. I wish I would have gotten a bigger size of this, because you know they've come out with the larger size. I'm actually almost out of this, and I'm kind of disappointed at how fast this ran out. But you do only get 0.14 ounces in here, and that's half the size of what you get in like a Tarte Shape Tape, like a big concealer. But anyway, I'll talk about that in just a second. I'm going to talk about the foundation first. First of all, the packaging. This packaging is nicer than most high-end foundations, and it's a glass frosted bottle, and it's such nice packaging that it really makes me wonder why a lot of brands that are higher end can't do nice packaging like this, and they only put out like squeezy tubes. Because if a small drugstore brand can do this, I know they're not like tiny, but like if a drugstore brand can do this, then a high-end brand should be able to do this as well. So this is what the applicator looks like. It's a huge doe foot applicator that has like a well in it that holds the product, and you just swipe it on your face. I know a lot of people think that that's very non-hygienic. It's just bad for your skin, but I don't see a problem with it because I put on concealer just the way as I put on this foundation. I actually go over acne spots more with concealer than I do foundation, so I don't really see a problem with it. It hasn't broken me out or anything like that. And I really like the coverage on this foundation and how it sits on my skin. I'm actually wearing it today, and when I first started wearing it, I found that it was a little bit cakey around my mouth, and it still is just the tiniest bit cakey. If I powder it with different powders, I kind of had to play around with it, and I actually don't have to powder my face down with this foundation if I don't want to. It dries down pretty quick and matte. If you have extremely dry skin to the point where you're like peeling you have like some spots that are peeling on your face, I wouldn't recommend this, but I have pretty dry skin. I have leaning dry but more normal, and I absolutely love this foundation. It's really nice, and I have mine in the shade F1, and it's a really nice match for me. It is light enough for my face. The undertone is a little bit off. I wish it was just a little bit more yellow. This is described as a neutral undertone, so I wish I would have gotten F2 because I think it's for a yellow undertone, but I was afraid of it just being too dark. But I like that it's light enough for my face, and this shade range goes pretty dark. I think there's 24 shades of this. It's only $12 at Ulta, and I would really recommend this because I have gotten a lot of use out of this month, and it's really quick and easy to put on because you just slap it on your face. And like I said, I've been blending it out with this Y6 brush, and it just really goes on really seamlessly and smoothly, and it lasts for about, I'll probably say about 10 hours before I see any kind of breaking up around like my nose and my chin, where I usually find the breakage the most. But I would purchase this again. I would probably purchase it in the shade Up because of the undertone being a little bit off, but I like it, and I'm going to get a lot of use out of it in the winter time. So then I have the Conceal and Define concealer, and this concealer really surprised me. A lot of people say that it's like an exact dupe for Tarte Shape Tape because of the doe foot applicator, but I don't find that it's exactly the same. The Tarte Shape Tape is just a little bit more creamy and a little bit more drying, if that makes any sense. The Tarte Shape Tape is a little bit more liquidy too, and this one, it just really works well. It really covers your dark circles well, but like I said, the only problem that I have with it is that I'm like basically almost out of it, and I've not even had it a month yet. So that's disappointing. I do use this. I've used this almost every single day since I had it. So I just wish I had a little bit more product in it for this size, but I know that they do have a bigger size in it for a little bit more money. So I'm probably going to have to check that out, but I really like it. This size is only $7, and I think the super sized one is either $9 or $10, and it's the size of like a regular concealer. So I really like this to cover dark circles. Concealer is just like it's not a huge deal to me. I can usually work with most concealers, but I do see a difference in my under eyes like being covered when I am wearing this, and I'm actually wearing it today. So I like it also because it's light enough for my skin tone, and it's not too yellow and it's not too pink. It's just right in the middle, and it looks really good on my skin because it is light enough for my face. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on this product. This is the Jouer Sunswept Duo in the light to medium duo. And I tried this out in a first impressions video. This is what the inside of it looks like. I have been using it every single day since that video. I have not used another bronzer but like once in the entire like month and a half that I've had this. This is a beautiful bronzer. It is not too orange for my skin tone. I have it on today. It is not too orange. It just goes on beautifully. It blends out beautifully. I've never had any trouble with any foundation of this being patchy or anything. It's just beautiful, and the powders are so nice and smooth that they just go on really well. I use this shade mainly, and then this shade to deepen up like the contours of my face a little bit. But I would really recommend this to anyone, and I actually think that this is going to last me a pretty long time because I've made a pretty good dip into the palette, and I'm not anywhere near hitting pan on it. So I really like this product, and I'm excited to try a little bit more products out from Jouer if I ever get the chance to. I really kind of want to try their blush duos that are just like this, but I would recommend this. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on this product either. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Eyeshadow Palette, and it is a very sad day. I hit pan on Burnt Orange. That's my favorite shade probably in this entire palette, besides maybe Mulberry when I'm going for like a deeper smoky eye, but this is what this palette looks like, and I don't care for the shimmers too much in this palette. They're really good, don't get me wrong, they're really good shimmers, but they're just not the colors that I thought that they were going to be, and I don't find myself reaching for these colors over other ones like in my Jaclyn Hill palette. But I love this palette. I'm really close to hitting pan on Sienna and on Rustic too, but I did hit pan on Burnt Orange, and I've just really been really pleased with my purchase of this palette, and it has all of your neutrals that you need. It comes with a black and a dark brown and all of your just neutral tones to build a nice smoky eye or just an everyday look. I just really enjoy this palette, and I have been wearing it quite a bit this month, and I think it's well worth the $42 that you pay for it. My packaging has stayed pretty nice and clean. This is a real velvet on the outside, but my packaging has stayed pretty clean just because I keep it in the box all the time. I suggest that you leave yours in the box if you're going to pick this palette up, because it does get dirty very easily. This is my first eyeshadow purchase from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I would definitely purchase more palettes like this because the formula is great. I think that a beginner would have probably a little bit more harder time to work with this product because these are pretty powdery shadows, and if you use too much they can get hard to blend out just because they're so pigmented and so soft. But if you are a pretty big makeup wearer and you are familiar with a more powdery consistency, then you probably would really like this shadow palette. I like it for every single day. I would use this palette every single day if I could, and just kind of reach into another palette for more shimmers. But really love this palette, and I would definitely recommend this palette to anyone unless you're like first starting out in makeup. So that's my thoughts on this. I love it, would recommend it. Really want to try out some more Anastasia palettes. Okay, so I have about 5 lip products, and 4 of them are actually from Morphe. So I decided to try out Morphe's lipsticks. I didn't even know that they had lipsticks until I went on their website and realized, hey, they have lipsticks. So I have found probably one of my favorite lipsticks and lip liners of all time. This is the shade called Honey, and it is a cream matte, so it's not terribly drying, but it is a beautiful, almost cool toned nude. That's what it looks like right there. It is so creamy and so pigmented, and I love the packaging of this. This is just a sleek black with like a cool point on the top. I've never seen packaging like this, but this is really nice. It's got the M for Morphe on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it's also got Morphe like embossed on the side. And then when you opened up the lipstick, there was actually an M embossed into the actual lipstick when I opened it up. But of course, that's obviously going to go away when you start using the lipstick. But again, like I said, this is the color right here. I'm wearing it today with the lip liner I'm going to mention and a gloss over the top. But this is just a very comfortable matte lipstick. I would say if you had pretty flaky lips, you might not like this. But it is very comfortable, and it does last a very long time. I love this, and I love this color. So if you haven't tried out any of Morphe's lipsticks, then I would highly recommend checking them out and just seeing if you like the formula. So the second lipstick is also from Morphe, same packaging and everything like that. This is in the shade Cuddles, and this is actually a cream lipstick, and it is a dark burgundy brown lipstick. I can't really explain the shade of it, but it is really nice. I hate that this is a cream. I didn't realize that this was a cream when I bought it. I wish it was more of a matte like the Honey lipstick, because when I wear dark colors like this, I tend to want to use something that's more matte so it doesn't get everywhere. But I do love the look of glossy lips in the fall time, and really year round. I love a glossy nude. That's what I've been really into lately. But these darker shades, I tend to like more matte colors, but this is a beautiful brown kind of red. I don't really know many adjectives to explain a lipstick, so you guys can just see it from the swatches. I will say on Morphe's website, this color did look a little bit more like orange, and that's kind of what I was going for, but I'm glad that I got this color, and I will get a good bit of use out of it in the wintertime. So my next 2 lip products are also from Morphe, and these are their lip liners, and these lip liners are only $3, which I think is a fantastic deal because these lip liners actually remind me a lot of the MAC lip liners. One of my favorites of all time is actually Spice from MAC. And these really remind me of those pencils, especially this one. This one actually reminds me a lot of Spice. When you get the packaging, the end of the packaging has the color on it, but they look totally different from what these actually look like on the end of the pencil. The actual pencil themselves kind of look like it, but it's still a little off. I don't know why the packaging is so off from the actual color. These are, again, their packaging is just so sleek. It's the like matte packaging, and I got the shade Coffee and Kissey, and I am wearing it under the honey lipstick. These are just really, really creamy. This is the shade Coffee and Kissey right up here above the honey lipstick. But these are super, super nice for $3, and you actually get a ton of product for $3. I like the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats. My favorite one is the Iconic Nude lip cheat, but I think I honestly like these better. And for $3, you could get 7 lip liners for what I paid for the Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm not proud to say that, but it's the truth. That's how much I paid for the Charlotte Tilbury one. But you could get 7 of these for that price, and I really think that they are almost as good, if not better, than that. So that's that one. And then I have the one called Studded, and there's a swatch of it right there. It pairs really nicely with the cream lipstick in Cuddles, and it's not the exact color that I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be, like I said, a little bit more orange, like the lipstick I thought was going to be a little bit more orange, but it's still a really nice color, and I have a lipstick that I'm thinking about pairing it with. But these are really nice, like I said, and I would highly recommend you checking these out, especially if you've been looking for lip liners that are really inexpensive and are creamy and nice and buildable and just really overall a great formula. So I've got 2 products left, and one of them is another lip. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. So I've been really into, like I said, glossy lips, and I have been looking for the perfect gloss. I tried out another one this month that I had really high hopes for, and it ended up being not my favorite. It didn't really wear that long. It was nice at kind of taking away the darkness of a nude lip if you wanted it to be a little bit lighter, but it was kind of sticky and it didn't stay on very well. So I got this gloss. I saw the new e.l.f. Modern Metals collection come out, and I really wanted that lip gloss, but I couldn't find it in stores, and I didn't want to order it online, so I found this one, and this lip gloss is so beautiful. It's so good. It doesn't plump your lips. I don't really know of a gloss that really does plump your lips. I know that a lot of people say that the Buxom ones really do plump your lips, but this one just gives a nice minty kind of feel to your lips, which I don't mind. I really do like that feeling. But this is just so pretty. It's got reflex of like pink and gold in it, and I wear it alone. I wear it over lipsticks, nude lipsticks, and I think it's just so beautiful. There's a swatch of it right there. I don't know if you can really see that, but I want to say it was $5. It may have been even cheaper than that. I'll obviously have it on the screen and link down below. But that's what it looks like. Like I said, I can wear it on its own. I can wear it with a lip liner or a lipstick. It pairs super well with just about any lipstick that you put it with. This is just so nice on the lips. It stays for a really long time. I actually put this on before I left work about 2.5 hours ago, and it has stayed really nice, and I only reapplied it once because I ate breakfast. So I really, really like this, would really recommend it, and it is a beautiful gloss if you're looking for one that is kind of just sheer, and it just goes really well with all different lipsticks. Okay, this last product is probably my favorite product I've tried the entire month, and it's really probably going to become one of my holy grail products that I've ever used. I'm talking about the Farmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm, and I got this in BoxyCharm, so it makes it well worth it in my opinion because it came in there. But even if it didn't come in there, I am really pleased with this product, and I would definitely purchase it again. I'm actually going to once I run out, but you actually get a ton of product in here. So I'll open this up, and I'll go ahead and say that this smells really, really nice. It's got like a minty kind of smell, but also mixed with like a cucumber, like sweet fruit smell, and it is green. I've used a whole lot of this, and I'm pretty sure that I'm like getting close to hitting the bottom, but I've used it every single night since I got it in BoxyCharm the first week of October, and it is super, super nice. I love this product because it takes off your makeup really, really nicely, and it does not leave your face feeling greasy. So a makeup cleansing balm is exactly like it says. Like, it kind of is hard at the beginning. This one's more soft than I thought it would be, but you get some out on your finger, rub it around in your hands, and it kind of turns into more of an oil. and you rub it on your face. You can use this on your lips, your eyes. It takes off all of your mascara, all of these most stubborn liquid lipsticks to get off. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipsticks are the devil to get off, especially if you use like a thin layer of them and they've been on for like 12 or 13 hours. But this stuff immediately takes it off. I used coconut oil for a while on my face when I lived at home with my parents, and my mom actually still uses that, but I find that even if I use a extremely hot rag to get all of it off, it still makes my face feel really oily, and this does not. This makes my face feel super soft but still hydrated. It doesn't make me feel like I need to put a moisturizer on immediately, even though I obviously still do, but this stuff takes off your makeup like no other cleansing oil or balm or micellar water or like an actual foaming cleanser. This takes off your makeup way better than anything I've ever used before. I would totally recommend this to anyone. I don't think it would be bad for oily skin. I obviously know it wouldn't be bad for dry skin because I have dry to normal skin. This stuff, I cannot speak more highly of this stuff. It is just awesome. I am totally going to repurchase this, and I know it's a little bit more expensive for something that I use every single night, but it honestly, how I use it is I just rub it around in my hands, put it all over my face, then I use a little bit of water to put on my face and just massage it more into my face and make it more like of a milky kind of consistency, and it takes off the makeup better. Then I go in with a rag and I get it hot, and then I just take it off like that. And honestly, the first night that I used it, I thought there's no way that I'm not going to still have stuff on my face. Like after this is all wiped off, I'm still going to take a micellar water and it's going to have stuff on it. But no, it did not. This stuff literally took off everything, and I did not have anything on my micellar cleansing pad except for maybe like around my hairline, because I do put my foundation up into my hairline. But when I put my micellar cleansing pad across my face right here, absolutely nothing came off, and it still looked like I just like never used the pad. So I cannot speak more highly of this product. I love it, would recommend it to anyone, and I just love it. I can't say anything else about it, but that I just really love it, and I have heard a lot of good things about Farmacy products, so I am excited to keep using this and keep purchasing it because it's just really nice. So that's all the products that I have for this month. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was a little bit long. I'm sorry for not filming. Like I said in the intro, I've just been really busy all month long and had a whole lot of things going on. I hope to be having a little bit more time to film things. I know that November and December are going to be crazy months for me as well, and then January, if I have this surgery that I'm supposed to have, it's going to be really crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I hope you guys had a great month of October, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, your day, whenever you're watching this. I just hope it's going fantastic. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!